Hello everybody. So today we will learn about the profit and loss, and this is a very important topic if you are in high school or preparing for some competitive exam. So here we will learn the basic concept of profit and loss, method to solve different kind of questions, and also the metrics. Okay, to understand this topic and its terminology, we will take an example. Suppose you buy a book at $100 and then you sell that book to someone at $120. So here, the price at which you buy this book is also known as the cost price. Okay, which also write as a CP. And when you sell this price, that price is also known as the selling price, and which we denote as a SP, which is selling price. So when you sell a book at higher price than CP, which is cost price, you will gain some money, and which called the profit or gain. So we can say that the profit is equal to selling price minus cost price. Now taking another case, so you buy the book at $100 and due to some reason you sell that book in $90. So in that you will lose some money. You are losing $10. The loss is the selling price minus the cost price. Okay, so now there are few formulas which we are going to use in this chapter. First is the profit percentage. So profit is always over the cost price. Suppose you buy something and when you get some profit, the profit will be over the cost price. So we can say the profit percent is profit over the cost price multiplied by 100. And in the similar way, we will also see that loss percent is the loss over the cost price multiplied by 100. And there are a few other formulas for finding the profit and loss, but you will see in these formulas, you will see that loss is written as cost price minus selling price, where the profit is written as selling price minus cost price. Why we are doing it? We are doing it because of the negative and positive sign. So that's why we are doing this. So one thing you have to remember is when the question says if an article is sold at a gain of say 35%, then the selling price is equal to 135% of cost price. And when the article is sold as a loss of say 35%, then the selling price is equal to 65% of the cost price. You will understand these all things when we talk about the more examples. So let's take a case which we discussed earlier. So in case first, when we sold our book in $120, so we had a profit, which is profit is 120 minus 100, which is 20. So when we have to find out the profit percent, so we will put these value into the formula above and we'll see that we have a profit of 20%. In the case 2, we lost $10. So the loss percent is 10 over 100 multiplied by 100, which is 10%. Okay, so let's take an example. So in the exam you will see very different kind of questions, but this is one of the very typical question in which we have given the selling price is X and getting Y profit, then what is the cost price. So okay, take an example. So the question is, he sold an article at $540 and he gets 10% loss. Then what price should the bag to be sold to earn 20% profit? Okay, so here we have two cases. In one case we have to find out the cost price. In second case we have to find out the selling price. So case 1. So here the selling price is $540 and we have a loss of 10%. Okay, so we will use a formula which we have shown you earlier. The loss is equal to cost price minus selling price over cost price multiplied by 100. When you put these value over there and you do the cross multiplication, come up with the cost price is $600. Okay, now the case 2. In the case 2, we have to find out the selling price with profit of 20%. From the case 1, we got the cost price is $600 and now we have to find out the selling price with 20%. Okay, so we will use the same formula which we have mentioned earlier, which is profit is equal to selling price minus cost price over cost price multiplied by 100. When you put these value in this formula and you do some cross multiplication and algebraic operations, you will come up with the selling price is $720. So when you sell this article at $720, you will have the profit of 20%. So now this is a very basic way of doing this kind of question. Okay, now we will see the how to do this question in a very simple way and in one line. So as I told you earlier, whenever you have given the profit percent, that is always over the cost price. Suppose you have given the 20% of profit, that's means you have a 120% of cost price. So the selling price is equal to 600 multiplied by, because it's a profit of 20%, so it's always 120%. So 120 over 100 is equal to $720. Okay, so example 2. So question is, A sold an article to B at a gain of 15%, B sold it to C at a gain of 20%, and if C paid $690 for that article, what is the cost price of A? Okay, so when you see this kind of question, we always try to simplify that question in terms of 100, and also we will use the ratio proportion to find out the answer. Okay, so here A, B and C. Okay, so suppose A has paid $100 for that article, and now it is selling that article to B with a gain of 15%. So 15% of is $15. So the cost price of B is 115, which is the selling price of A. Okay, so now that B sold that article to C, okay, with a gain of 20%. So we have to find out the 20% of 115. If you do simple math, you will see that 23 is the 20% of 115. So which is 115 plus 23 is 138. So the cost price of C is equal to selling price of B, which is 138. So when A was paying $100 and C is paying for that $138. Okay, then question, the C is paying $690 for that article. So what A is paying? Okay, so when you see 130 and 690, we find out the ratio, which is 5 times. So we'll use that ratio and we multiply that ratio with 100. So here we multiply 100 by 5 and we will get the 500. So the actual price and the cost price which A has is $500. Okay, so example 3. So question is, a laptop was sold at $330 with a profit of 10%, and it was sold at $275. Then what is the percent of loss or profit? So here we have again two cases, in which first we have to find out the cost price, and second we have to find out whether we have a loss or profit. So selling price for this one is $330 and we have a profit of 10%. So if you remember that I told you that if an article is sold at a gain of say 10%, then the selling price is 110% of cost price, which as selling price is equal to 110% multiplied by cost price. So now we will put the values in this formula and we will do some cross multiplication. We will see that the cross price is equal to 330 over 1.1, and again we're solving this, so we come up with cost price is $300. So now we know the cost price is $300. So in the second case they ask is, if we sell this item at $275. So obviously that when our cost price is higher than the selling price, so we have a loss, and in this case we have a loss of $25. So now we will use the formula, which is loss percentage, loss over cost price multiplied by 100. So loss percentage 25 over 300 multiplied by 100, and we get the loss percentage 8.34. Is that simple? Okay, so I hope you like this video and like this lesson. If yes, then please click on the like button, share this video with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to click on the bell icon for more updates. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave your comments in your comment section, which is below this video. And thank you for watching this video, and remember, the math is easy.